Hello everyone and welcome to Mesa Standards. If you're new here, I'm Teresa. This is TB, better known as Tomboy, and she is our pink collar female, and today we are doing our 7-week-old meet and greet. And so that is where we take and kind of highlight each puppy, tell you about them, and for our viewers and our buyers, this is a really happy time because they get to actually see a little more and learn a little more about their personalities and how they're doing. TB is our only female. She is in size, she is smaller. That doesn't have any indication as to how big she's really going to be. TB is a very sweet, loving girl. She loves everyone and everything. She loves to give kisses, and she's a little bit ornery as well. She is right now she's a black parti, but she's probably going to be blue, which means she'll lighten up in her spots just a little bit. Our blues seem to stay fairly dark. She wants to play. She's super playful, but like I said, she has a little bit of an ornery streak in her, and she is just full of spit and vinegar, and she's active and she's happy. And let's see, what can I tell you about her personality? She's confident. Like on her groom today, I didn't bathe, but we did feet, faces, tail sets. We did a little bit of a shave so that you can see that they have a neck because they had hair out to here. Faces, feet. I would say all the puppies got a 10. She was at the lowest of the 10. She was very scared at first. And then when she calmed down, then she was much, much better. So, you know, at first she was just a little scared and a little, she's much more wiggly than the others. But she still did really good for her groom, and she let me do everything. She did not have a fear about her feet. It was just the beginning of her face. And then after she realized that it wasn't hurting her, then she was totally fine. TB is, like I said, one of the smaller, and she is the only female. She holds her own against all the males, however, and she is boss over probably 2 of the other males. I would say she's probably second in command. Hey, stop that. So she has got a beautiful body. She's got beautiful head, great eyes, and she does look at me when I'm talking to her. She didn't really want to go near the birds. We did some socialization where we did follow me. She follows she's the latest to follow. So when I say that she's a little bit ornery, she follows me, but she's always like tailing at the back or standing there and staring at me for a few seconds, and then she comes when I call her. So she almost always comes when I call her, and so that's important to me. She's not very vocal. She does not sit and whine and cry, especially if there's something for her to do. Like, she is a busybody, as you can see here. She wants to stay busy, and she likes to learn. She's super smart, and she learns sit right away, and so that's a good thing. That always tells me their follow me game and their beginner's obedience, it tells me a lot about them, and it tells me a lot about their willingness and whether they are going to go just run off and do their own thing. I'm going to have to scold them and bring them back, and she's not like that. If I call her very happily, she happily comes. It's just sometimes she's at the very back of the coming line. I don't know if she's just too busy, but she's got a gorgeous face, and it's going to be really hard to see on camera, but I'm going to put her up here. There, don't look at my face, look at her face. She's so cute. Aren't you cute, baby? She's a very good little girl. And she's going potty outside almost exclusively. She never poops inside. Actually, none of them ever poop inside, but my disclaimer is that I'm only talking about in the kennel. So we're not potty trained by any means. She doesn't poop inside the kennel. She always goes outside. None of them poop in the kennel anymore. I've never picked up poop since, it's been a couple weeks. So she wants to play. She does carry things in her mouth, so she probably will retrieve. We haven't done retrieving yet. She's a little small for that. She has a small umbilical hernia that showed up about, I don't know, about a week ago, I guess, or maybe a week and a half ago. And Yeah. So that's something to consider when you are considering her. She, I believe that she's going to do anything that you need her to do, that anybody needs her to do. She is a very great companion, and she loves to be with me. She's always by my side. But she also can have her independence too and go run around the yard and look at things. Now, if I scold her, she does, she listens right away. And so that's typical of a poodle. I think I missed part of her little whiskers here, but that's real typical of a poodle puppy. They do not like being scolded. And so if you do scold them because they just will not listen, then she immediately bows to that. So that's one thing that I do look for to in a puppy. And so I took 7-week pictures. This is where we determine whether their bodies are correct. And if she's definitely got a correct body. There are things that could be better and things that could be worse on all of them. Okay, so let's come to the table and look at her body. She's got a very nice little body, and she's very willing to stand. She stood for me for a very long time before, and so that I could get her pictures. She's got really great angulation in her back end. She's got a nice high tail. She's got a perfect loin right here. Nice straight front legs that come down out of her shoulder. She could use a little more neck. She's a little short-necked. That comes from Grandma Breezy. Thank you, Breezy. She's got correct ears. She's got a nice stop on her nose. She's got a beautiful head. Chest, she could use a little more chest, but she's not ewe-necked. Her sternum is definitely out in front of her throat. She's a nice little girl. She's nice looking, and she definitely would do well in UKC shows. And the hernia is not from, I don't believe it is from Mama jerking the umbilical, because I was there with all of them, and I always make sure that they don't jerk the umbilical cord. So I really doubt that that's what it is, but that will probably have to have some kind of surgery to, and usually what they do is they do the surgery whenever they spay them, which she will be on a pet only contract. So she's going to have to be spayed anyways. So I would say that she'll have that done. But she is really a beautiful dog. She's got great conformation. And she's very playful, aren't you? She's a very playful girl. So that is TB, Tomboy, our pink collar, black or blue, party standard poodle.